Today I wanted to do an Easter emergency budget grocery haul. So I wanted to spend no more than $25. My budget was $20. I think I spent about $23 or $24. I will link everything in the description box for you, how much everything costs, and like where I got it and stuff like that. So this is going to be a very simple grocery haul, I guess. Just really simple ingredients. I am doing just kind of a normal, the meats, the sides, like a bread to go with it, and then a dessert, because you can't have Easter without having some type of dessert to go with it. So I wanted to put like a nice little themed dessert to go with it. I hope that you guys like it. Let me show you everything we got, and then I'm going to show you everything that we made. Okay, I have this ham here that I got for $11 at Crest, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks ago. So this is what I'm going to be using. I just like to thaw it in my my sink here. So don't mind the mess. But I am going to be taking this out and I'm going to put it in my crock pot, and then I'm going to show you what else I'm going to do. Okay, so for this Easter budget haul, however you want to say it, it came out to be about $24, and the reason that I went over just a little bit is because I splurged on the ham like fixings, because this was about $2. But you guys, if you've not done cherries on top of your ham, oh my goodness, it is so good. It adds so much flavor. So I really wanted to show you guys with the cherries. I would have been okay with my budget had I not went ahead and bought that. And then I wanted a nice dessert to go along with it, so that's where the some of the budget went. I could have totally just made like brownies or something super simple, but I am planning on doing like a sunshine cake, so I wanted to show you guys that. So here's everything that I'm going to be doing. I have the ham there in the back, and then we're going to be doing some au gratin potatoes, so very, very simple and basic ingredients here. I wanted to do some rolls, so I needed the flour, the butter, and the yeast for that, and then also some green beans as our side. Obviously with a very tight budget, you just cannot do all of the fixings, you can't do all of the sides, so we're keeping it very basic but still able to have a very wonderful meal here. We're going to do some deviled eggs, because you guys, you cannot have a Easter lunch, usually ours is lunch or brunch, however you want to do it, but you can't do it without the deviled eggs. So of course, but thankfully, praise the Lord, the eggs have been going down, so we are very, very thankful for that. So I spent under $3 for these eggs. Hallelujah. That's a blessing. And then so the only thing that I use for my deviled eggs is eggs and mayo, and then I'll use like some paprika, because I do not like mustard in my deviled eggs. Sorry, I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I don't like it. I can't stand it. When people make that for their Easter, I can't stand it. It's disgusting. I won't eat it. So, newsflash to my family, so sorry. Okay, and then that is all like the main things that I'm doing. And then this yellow box, the Cool Whip, and then the crushed pineapple, and the pudding is what our dessert's gonna be made out of. So we're gonna get started on our ham first, because that's gonna go in the crock pot and that's gonna take the longest, so I'm gonna get that started first. Okay guys, sorry my dishwasher is going, but I have 4 kids and my dishwasher is literally always going. So just bear with me. Okay, here is our ham. And I want to try to do this without making a humongous mess, but it's kind of inevitable. So we have this lovely glaze that we're going to put on at the very end. So I'm going to keep that. And let's see if we can do this. hoping that this will fit in my crock pot and I can like close the lid. But I like for this part to be up. That way I'm going to put in all my glaze and brown sugar and cherries, and it's going to sink into all of these little slots. So that's the way I like for it to go. Okay, I'm just going to put in a little bit of brown sugar just to give it a little bit of flavor. You definitely don't have to. So I didn't really put this in my budget, but I usually have this kind of stuff on hand anyways. And I'd hate to deprive my poor little husband. He'd be so sad if it wasn't filled with sugar. But I'm not really going to put a whole lot, just a little bit. Okay. And then here is my cherries I'm going to be using. I usually get this from Aldi's just because it's the cheapest. Oh my word, I have no idea over this. Okay. And then I'm just going to pour that on top. All over. Okay. And normally I would put like pineapple slices on top, but since this is a budget meal, this is all that we're doing. And the more that it cooks, the better it'll go down. But I am going to lock this in. I know some of you all have told me not to do it, but I'm going to do it so that it'll cook properly. Scoot over. Okay, and then I'm going to cook this on low for 5.5 hours. And I know it's big and everything, but it's already pre-cooked, so it really just needs to heat up, and I do not want to overheat this. So I'm only going to cook it on low for 5.5 hours exactly. And then it should be perfect at that temperature. There have been times in the past where I've done on high or halfway through. I put it on high because I don't think it's going to be done on time, because I'm usually doing this for a holiday. Usually Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter is when I'm making the ham. And then I make that mistake of putting it on high, but trust me, you guys, it just needs to stay on low for about 5 to 6 hours, and it'll be perfect. Okay, first thing we're going to need to do is add in our cake mix. So I have a yellow cake that I'm going to be using. And I'm going to add that in. And then for this, we're actually going to be using 4 eggs. And then I have half a cup of oil. It's just plain old canola oil. And then I'm going to use in about half of this crushed pineapple. Maybe just a little bit more. Okay, going to give this a little whipperoo. Spray my pan. Okay, add all that. Okay, make sure that's nice and even. I'm going to bake this at 350 for about 25 minutes. And then while this is cooking, we're going to get started on our topping. Now we're working on the topping, so I'm going to need this whole thing of Cool Whip. You definitely want to make sure that this is thawed before using, that it's not frozen or anything. Okay, the remaining of our crushed pineapple. And then I have a thing of vanilla, or you could use French vanilla, whichever you prefer. give it a good stir. Okay, and that's it. I'm going to put this in the fridge for about an hour before I'm going to put it on top. And so let's refrigerate this and I'll show you what we're going to do. Alright, here's our cake. It looks so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to let this cool off for about an hour and then we'll put our frosting right on top. Okay, I cannot find my dough hook. My kids usually do the dishes and who knows what happened to it. So literally who knows where it's at. So I'm gonna try to do the best that I can with this. So we're gonna start off with 1 1/4 cup of water that's warm. I'm gonna put in some sugar, and then I'm gonna put in 2 packets of yeast. Okay, here's 1. That sugar is gonna help activate our yeast. And here's 2. Give this a good stir. Woo. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit for 5 minutes and just kind of foam up and let that yeast activate. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and add in my other ingredients. I have 1 teaspoon of salt. I have 1 very precious egg. I almost hate baking with eggs right now, but eggs have gone down a little bit, so I'm thankful for that. And then I have 1/3 cup of oil, and then I have 3 3/4 cup of flour, but I'm just gonna add in about a cup. I'm gonna see. We might do half the first time, and then we'll add in 1 cup from then on. Okay, let's look at this. Ooh, come on now. Let me wash my hands first. Okay, so it's pretty sticky, but it's workable. So we're gonna go ahead and use that. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this pan. All right, so it's supposed to be good for about 15 rolls. So it's pretty sticky. So we'll see what we can do here. for about 20 minutes just to let it rise for just a little bit, and then we will put it in the oven. Okay, I'm not doing anything different to these au gratin potatoes. We're just going to cook them like normal. So, nothing special. Sometimes when you're making a whole bunch of different things, that like an easy side makes a world of a difference. So that's what we're doing. That way my dinner here is not just super chaotic, which can definitely escalate. Okay, we're just going to put the cheese sauce on top. More cheese. That was a lot of cheese. Okay. I'm going to put in 4 cups of hot water. It calls for milk, so if you don't have milk, you can just use water. I was debating whether you're using milk or not, but I have it and it'll just make it more creamy. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put in the rest of these eggs. Because we're going to make some deviled eggs with them. And yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. One of them already cracked. Try to put them in as gently as I can. But that just happens. I think some of these were already pre-cracked. Good night. Alright, and I will cook those at exactly 12 minutes. And then they should be good after about 12 minutes. Okay, it's been about an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and top this. And I actually thought about putting some cottage cheese just for texture. I feel like would be really good, but I'm not going to. I just thought that would be a good idea if you wanted to. No! Don't do that. I'm so messy, y'all. Okay. Yeah. I think I've only made this like one other time. And I don't know why I don't make it very often, because it's really, really good. It's something I grew up having quite frequently. I guess around Easter, actually, if I think about it. But, yeah, my family really enjoys it. Green beans. Okay. Looks good enough to me. Alright, there's that. Looking delicious. The yolks in here as fast as I can because everything else is ready, and I just need to do this and then we can eat. Mama is hungry. That one just broke. Yay. How is it, Daniel? Good?
Yummy.
And it lives in a sea. What is it? Seal? Yes. You got it. Now, show. Can you show everybody what animal it's?
Okay, before I kind of wrap up this video, I did want to share with you all the different types of leftovers that we have. It's a lot. This is a lot of ham leftover, a lot of potatoes, so let me show you. Okay, this is the ham that's left over. That's a lot. For a family of 6, okay, we could probably eat this, all of us, for like 3 nights at least. I mean, that's a lot. And I think we're gonna make some like ham soup out of that. And then let me share with you, we have potatoes. That's quite a bit. Potatoes. Sorry, my husband put some of the stuff away, so I don't know where he put it. We did have some deviled eggs left over, just a little bit. I think there was like maybe 4 left over. And then I had some green beans that I have no idea where it's at. Oh, he put it here in the back. Okay. Okay, and then we have a little bit of green beans. So we're gonna probably eat the same type of meal again for maybe at least 1 more night, probably 2 more nights. And then I can always make another side with it, like rice or something like that. And then we will probably make like a ham and bean soup. Now that's one of my husband's favorite things to eat. It's not always my favorite thing to eat, but I am not gonna let leftovers just go to waste. So we're gonna use up what we have. So just kind of wanted to put that in there and let you guys know about it. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff. All right. And not to mention the cake. Like 2/3 of the cake still left here. So definitely lots of stuff. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys enjoy emergency budget grocery hauls. It's kind of one of my favorite things to do, just to kind of show you all the different things that you could make within a really, really tight budget. So if you do enjoy this content, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing below if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.